Ever wonder why so many African Caribbean families love the Steele Creek area so much? Well, this video, you wanted to know why. I'm going over 4 reasons why this area is the mecca for the African Caribbean family. So I'm on my way. I'm on the highway now. In fact, I'm just getting off the exit of I-77. I'll drive through the community. And if you stick around till the end of this video, there's a brand new community coming in Steele Creek that you would want to know about. If you stick around, I'll give you a tour of that brand new community as well too, and just kind of give you my point of view on that community. Let me flip this camera around real quick and just kind of show you where I am right now. So I just get off I-77 exit 1 for the Westinghouse exit, as you guys can tell. And I'm going to take the Westinghouse Road to South Tryon and take South Tryon all the way down to Steele Creek. So as discussed, I said there's 4 reasons why people love this area so much, right? One of the reasons, let's just dive in and talk about first reason why this area is on high demand. I just got off exit 1 off I-77. Steele Creek is right in the middle of both highway I-77, I-485, or you just take North Tryon 49 all the way down and you're in Steele Creek. So location wise, this area is just ideal, perfect for everybody, okay? In addition to that, if you're one who does a lot of traveling because, hey, African, Caribbean, we do travel a lot. We have family all over the place. You are about 15 to 20 minutes from Charlotte Douglas International Airport. So the location is so perfect in the sense of convenience. So before we dive into anything else, let me flip the camera around and just show you guys real quick my drive into the Steele Creek area, the heart of Steele Creek. So here we are on North Tryon, driving down to the heart of Steele Creek. So just gonna give you guys a little bit of history about Steele Creek. So Steele Creek is still Charlotte. It's a pocket located southwest of Mecklenburg County. Part of Steele Creek border with South Carolina border, where you can throw a rock and be in South Carolina. You have access to Lake Wiley, which is a very well-known lake here in Charlotte. If you're in Charlotte, you know Lake Wiley. So I did a little research earlier. I believe it covered about 45 to 50 square mile radius. And honestly, in my opinion, one of the fastest growing suburbs here in Charlotte. There are 2 sides to Steele Creek. Charlotte is a little funny. The older side of Steele Creek is one with a zip code 28273. That is how I define Steele Creek. Older Steele Creek, and you have the newer Steele Creek, the 28278. So we are driving through, as you can see, the older side now. So we are on South Tryon, driving down. So this is one of the communities that has been in Steele Creek for quite some time, the Workshire. So as we're driving on North Tryon, there goes the Palisade, and we are still on North Tryon. It is about 3:37 p.m. and literally not even a minute yet, still 3:37, and we are on Lake Wiley going into South Carolina. So when it comes to proximity, location wise, there's a lot of another reason why people love this area so much. So literally within a minute, now 3:38, we are crossing the border to South Carolina. And just like that, we're living in South Carolina and leave South Carolina within the 2-minute span. So that is that Rivergate community. Another reason that as part of the location and the housing, most of the homes are on the lake. Here we are back in North Carolina. Welcome to North Carolina. Back in Steele Creek, Lake Wiley area. The main reason why people love this area so much, because you are the proximity to everything, just ideal for all families. So now let's talk about reason number 2 why Steele Creek, people love Steele Creek so much. Our people, the African, the Caribbean, love Steele Creek so much. The shopping, we love shopping. The dining, lifestyle here in Steele Creek, there's so many shopping centers, okay? So I am at the intersection of South Tryon and Rivergate. And let me just flip the camera around and show you something real quick. So right across the street, there are 2 different shopping centers that give you access. There's Publix right there, TJ Maxx, you can see a Walgreens. And on this side, there goes Target, Home Depot, Old Navy, Marshall, and all the stuff. So Rivergate's just this side of the Steele Creek, you have 2 different shopping centers that you can go in. There's all kind of store. I'm gonna turn around and go into one of the shopping center just to do a quick drive through to just kind of show you guys what is in here. You have this one here. We'll drive by the Rivergate and show you another shopping center that just opened. They have a new outlet mall that just opened as well too. So when it comes to shopping, dining, lifestyle in Steele Creek, endless. I mean, you can wake up anytime and have something to do or somewhere to go. So here we are driving into one of the Rivergate shopping center. Very nice, cozy. I remember when I first started real estate, I met a client here before, and I met him through open house that we had, and we came here, had lunch. There used to be a Jimmy John over here where we had lunch before we went on to look at homes. So there's a lot to do around here. Look how big and how nice this shopping center is. You have everything. You have a Total One across the street. There's some of the store here. Here's the Target right behind me or beside me here. Here's the Super Target right here. You have the grocery store. You have the regular side here at the Rivergate Shopping Center. And this one is just one of the few shopping centers here in Steele Creek. I'll give you guys a tour of a couple more just to kind of give you an idea of when I say the lifestyle when it comes to shopping and dining here is incredible. Part of this remind me of Birkdale in Huntersville. See, they have Old Navy. You can go to Old Navy here. They have Body Works here. They have different areas and different things to do around here. Very, very well situated. Very, very nice. Penn Station is consoled. So as y'all can see, there's a lot of store here. Right across the street, there's another shopping center where you have Public. I believe you have Harris Theater too, if I'm not mistaken. Or the Harris Theater is down the street. But there's Public right down across the street, and there's more stores right next to the Publix as well too. And let's drop down and I'll show you a couple more shopping center here just to kind of give you an idea of the lifestyle, the dining shopping lifestyle here in Steele Creek. Here's another shopping center. And I'm driving off. I'm still on South Triangle, just past Rivergate. That's Kava Chipotle. That is the Rivergate shopping center that we're driving past. Here at the light, you look right across the street, another shopping center. That one was just built with the Stroud Fresh Market, and you have Steelecroft Shopping Center. So another shopping center here called Steelecroft. That grocery store. This one has Harris Theater, not the other one. The other one have Publix. You have Showmars. You have a little bit of everything over here too. And here's another shopping center, Kentwood at Berwick. One of the newest shopping and dining area. It has everything. So right here you have Harris Theater. As you can see, there's still a lot of construction going on. You have a hotel, you have apartment complex. So they're building something else. Last time I was here, this was just an open field. And now they already have something going, a new construction going. That is your Harris Theater. You have the bank, local bank here, Fifth Third Bank. You have the McCaster Deli. This shopping center, this plaza here, this is one of the largest one I believe here in Steele Creek. Take you straight to the mall, the outlet store. So let's go. So we got a lot of new store coming. I'm trying to take this way to show you guys the outlet mall. So from the Kenwood Shopping Center, there's still new construction going. I told you guys, this area here is the mecca of new construction. And here we are at the Steele Creek outlet. Charlotte Premium Outlet here in Steele Creek. So we can just sum it up by saying location and shopping diner lifestyle here in Steele Creek. You won't miss a beat, okay? So for a lot of family, when you move to an area, the one thing that's very important, and I can tell you from my experience as a married man with a family, having all these shopping centers is a big plus for families. If you're a family, this is something that you'll be looking forward to. What is my next grocery store? What is my nearby? For a guy at Home Depot, Lowe's, where do we get a quick pizza when the family don't feel like cooking at night? The convenience of all this here in Steele Creek is unbelievable. You have the Rivergate, you got the Steelecroft, you have the Berwick Shopping Center. I mean, you have everything. Target, you have literally everything around here, making this area very, very attractive for our community, the African Caribbean family. There's also the Charlotte, as I mentioned to you earlier, the Charlotte Premium Outlet that is right down the street. That's what we're driving to now, and that one is fairly new, I would say, in the last 5 years, and it just has so much. I'll show you. Let's just drive there and I'll show you what I meant by that. It's just a lot where when you move to this area, you don't even have to leave this side of town for anything else. You literally have everything on this side of town. So the shopping, the dining area for me is a good selling point for a family moving into the Steele Creek. It has been, and they are still building. Okay, and it leads me to my reason number three. Reason number three why a lot of family, a lot of African, a lot of Caribbean family are moving here in Steele Creek is the housing market. Okay, based on my experience working with a lot of African, the Caribbean families, I know that most of us love new construction. Okay, and when it comes to new construction, Steele Creek is the capital of new construction in Charlotte. Okay, literally every corner there is a new home, new subdivision going on. We're gonna go now. I'm at a standstill just to talk a little bit about my next reason why Steele Creek is an option, and give you guys a quick tour of the housing market here in Steele Creek. There's a lot of townhome to single family. There's a lot of communities here. There's a lot of new construction happening in Steele Creek. So let's go. Let me show you one of my favorite community here in Steele Creek. The Sanctuary. Nothing but custom home in this community. All of them sitting on private lots, every single one of them. So here's one home, one estate here, all multi-million estate here in the Sanctuary. Every single one of them. Look at that. Some of them get it. Look at some of these mansions. So that's what I meant by the mecca of new construction. See, there's a new community going on over here. And we are young bloods driving down. As you can see, clearing out space for another community here. You see the sewer line pump coming out. Behind there's a new community going behind. Let me see if I can show it to you guys a little bit. See, new community going. Here's one by Paulty Home. Let me go in real quick and just show it. It's real quick. Car park side crossing. Some of them already sold. Some of them are under construction. And back on the main road, as you can see, clearing up some more lots for more construction. Look at that. So as y'all can see, and as I mentioned, Steele Creek is the mecca of new construction, okay? And this is just on Young Bloods and Sledge, and there are already 2 to 3, 4 different communities that they're clearing lots for or building on. But let's keep on with the tour. Again, another lot being claimed for new construction. Castle Ridge, that's a new community. Just a lot of them here in Steele Creek. So now we have gone over main 3 reasons why the African Caribbean population here is growing very, very fast, is very present. Now let's talk about the 4th reason. The last reason why this is, I won't call it the hub, I won't call it the headquarters, the hub of the African Caribbean family. Let's talk about the diversity here, okay? There's a lot of growth going on in Steele Creek. And because of that, literally, when it comes to diversity, very, very, very diverse, okay? A lot of young professionals, a lot of African, a lot of Caribbean. There's a lot of store geared toward our culture. So is it the perfect fit? Steele Creek has that perfect fit for one looking to move to Charlotte but don't know where to stay. Steele Creek has it all. It is very, very well diverse. I can flip the camera around just to kind of so you can kind of see the people walking around or the establishment around. You can just tell by looking at some of the store that it is very welcoming part of Charlotte, where African, Caribbean, we will fit right in. Let me just show you real quick. Across the street, you have your Bojango. Next door, in that shopping center, that's another shopping center. There was a Vietnamese store that was there before. They have a Caribbean restaurant there, tropical cafes there. So it has a little bit of everything for everybody, making this area ideal for us, making this area a place where you feel right at home, very well comfortable. It's newer. So majority of the people here, generation-wise, is, I would say, young professional. So this community is very driven by the young professional, the newer charlatan. There's a lot of growth going on in Steele Creek. In fact, I got in here through I-77. I'm taking I-45. I'm gonna make a turn and just show you how close I am. I'm just gonna get on I-45 and take my way home. The light just turned green, so that is the outlet right off the exit, and here's I-45. As you can see, a lot of new construction, apartments, everything. A lot of new construction coming. So to close it out, if you're don't know where to move, where to stay, moving into Charlotte, or just curious and wanted to know more about the Steele Creek area, give me a call, 704-904-5152. But Steele Creek, hands down, one of my top picks for newcomers, Africans, families, Caribbeans, looking for that place where you can feel at home. Steele Creek, hands down, one of my top locations that I would recommend for a family. So if you need more information, have any questions about Steele Creek, the community, give me a call, 704-904-5152. Your favorite African realtor here in Charlotte, and looking forward to the next video. I did this video in the car, so I'm about to turn the camera off and pay attention to the road. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.